Hello and welcome to the channel. If you've been watching the AI space, you know how fast image generation is moving. For a long time, the tools were complex, a million sliders, confusing terms, but Gemini has fundamentally changed the game. It's made the process of creating genuinely professional, high-quality, and hyper-specific visuals as easy as sending a message to a friend. Today is not a surface-level tour. This is a 25-minute masterclass designed to turn you into an AI photo director. We are going to deconstruct the entire process, focusing on practical techniques. The essential 4 elements of a perfect prompt, advanced camera and lighting language, and how to use Gemini's conversational nature to refine images faster than any other tool. I've spent countless hours diving into the nuances of this system, and I promise you, the methods we cover today will immediately elevate your output. Get ready to ditch generic stock photos forever. Let's jump in and begin the transformation. Part 1. Initial prompting and conversational refinement. The beginner trap. The first step is simply accessing the image tool within Gemini. Now, the biggest mistake almost everyone makes is relying on vague, short prompts. They think AI is magic, so they type a cool robot and wonder why they get a bland, low-effort result. You must be the director. Let's demonstrate the immediate need for specificity. Initial prompt example: a dog sitting on a couch. The result is functional but lacks character and style. It's generic. This is where the power of iteration, the conversational aspect of Gemini, kicks in. You never have to restart your prompt. Iterative refinement. We will follow up immediately, building on the initial idea. Iteration prompt 1. Make it a golden retriever puppy, and change the style to photorealistic with soft lighting. Notice the massive leap in quality and detail. We introduced the concept of style and better subject detail. Now let's refine the setting. Iteration prompt 2. Change the couch to a plush, dark blue velvet, and put a single ray of warm afternoon sunlight hitting the puppy's face. In 3 quick commands, we went from a low-quality sketch to a high-detail, mood-driven photograph. This method, starting simple and refining conversationally, is faster than writing a single massive prompt. This process highlights the 4 non-negotiable elements that every successful prompt must contain. Part 2. The 4 pillars of prompt engineering. To generate consistent, high-quality images that match your exact vision, your prompt must effectively define these 4 critical elements. Think of this as your quality checklist. 1. The subject, who/what. This is non-negotiable detail. Be meticulous about the main focus. Do not just say a flower. Describe it. A rare, vibrant blue orchid with dew droplets clinging to its petals, viewed from above. Specificity in size, color, texture, and state is key. For characters, include their emotion, clothing, and expression. If you only give the AI 10% of the information, you get a 10% result. 2. The action or vibe. This element adds narrative, energy, and purpose. Is the subject static or dynamic? A lone astronaut standing in silence versus an astronaut stumbling forward. For graphic design, this sets the mood. A vibrant, high-energy party scene, or a calming, minimalist design for meditation. This defines the story you are telling. 3. The setting where. The setting controls the entire visual environment, including light, shadows, and background complexity. Use specific, evocative locations. On a foggy, windswept coastline at dawn, or in a dimly lit, cozy Parisian cafe with reflections on the window glass. Specifying the time of day is crucial as it automatically controls the lighting palette. 4. The style, the quality driver. This is the ultimate instruction for how the image should be rendered, your most important tool for quality. This is where you tell the AI to be a specific master artist or photographer. Photography terms: photorealistic, cinematic 4K, high detail 1980s film grain, vintage Polaroid photo. Art style terms: oil painting by Van Gogh, detailed pencil sketch, watercolor on textured paper, low-poly 3D render. Example synthesis. Let's apply all 4. A grizzled detective subject is running through the rain action down a dark, wet alleyway in Neo-Tokyo setting. rendered in a gritty, cinematic film noir style. Using this structure guarantees a far superior result every time. Part 3. Advanced Directorial Control. Once you've mastered the 4 elements, you must learn to speak the language of cinematography. These techniques move you from a prompter to an actual director, controlling the virtual camera. 1. High-impact lighting and atmosphere. Lighting is the single best way to inject drama and mood. Golden Hour defines a warm, soft, and flattering light. Volumetric light/God rays. Specify light beams streaming through windows, dust, or clouds. Fantastic for atmosphere. Cinematic rim lighting, essential for professional shots. It creates a bright outline around the subject, separating them dramatically from the background. Lighting source. Be specific. Lit by a single street lamp from the upper left, or backlit by a distant explosion. Lighting test. Generate a simple scene. A single medieval warrior standing in an empty field. Now, follow up. Add extreme fog and make the scene backlit by a full moon, using strong volumetric light to give the scene a heavy, melancholic atmosphere. The mood shift is immediate and profound. 2. Camera and lens techniques. You can control the virtual camera setup to achieve specific photographic looks. Shot type. Use wide shot, extreme close-up, ECU, over-the-shoulder, or full-body portrait. Depth of field, the key to professional photography. Specify shallow depth of field or heavy bokeh background to blur the background into soft light circles, ensuring the subject is the sole focus. Focal length, use specific lenses. Shot on a 50mm lens for a natural look, or shot on a 14mm wide-angle lens to introduce dramatic distortion and emphasize vastness. Camera test. Generate a portrait. A young woman laughing while drinking coffee. Follow up. Render this as a high-detail portrait shot with a shallow depth of field, using a smooth bokeh background, shot on an 85mm lens. This instantly mimics a professional photo shoot. 3. Mastering negative prompting, the anti-prompt. While Gemini doesn't always require a specific negative prompt section, you can use conversational cues to exclude elements. If you get a result with elements you dislike, simply state, remove the distracting birds in the sky, or take out the yellow object on the right. This targeted refinement saves massive amounts of time compared to rewriting the entire prompt. Part 4. Practical applications and workflow. Why is this level of detail necessary? Because these techniques unlock real, practical value for any creator or business. Real-world utility. Content creation. Create bespoke, highly specific hero images for blogs, articles, and video thumbnails that outperform generic stock photos. Branding and marketing. Generate tailored graphics, add concepts or product mockups that match a specific brand aesthetic, e.g., a modern, minimalist logo concept using teal and gold, flat design. Concept art. Quickly visualize ideas for interior design, fashion, or world-building projects. Workflow demonstration, the full cinematic build. Let's combine everything we've learned into one complex workflow. Concept, a dramatic image for a video about futuristic technology. Start, the 4 elements alone, elderly inventor subject, working feverishly on a glowing circuit board action, in a cluttered, dark workshop setting. Rendered in a detailed, photorealistic style. Generate, add lighting, increase the shadows for a moody, low-key feel. The only light should be coming from the blue glow of the circuit board and a weak, single tungsten lamp in the background. Generate, add camera control. Use a shallow depth of field to keep the background blurry, making the inventor's face the sharpest element. Shot on a wide-angle lens to emphasize the size of the room. Generate. The final result is a custom, professionally composed image achieved through a series of conversational, precise instructions, not a single massive block of text. This iterative directorial approach is the key to creating unique and valuable assets. Conclusion and final thoughts. We've covered the entire framework, moving from simple commands to structured, 4-part prompts, and finally applying advanced cinematic controls. The most important takeaway is this: Gemini is a collaborator. Don't treat it like a code box. Talk to it. Ask it to fix things, to change the mood, or to zoom in. The conversational refinement feature is the biggest time saver you have. The more detail you give it, the more refined the artist, the AI, becomes. Your ability to visualize and communicate that vision is now the only limitation on your creative output. Take these techniques, practice the 4-part structure, and start experimenting with lighting and lens language. I want to hear from you. What is the most complex, detail-heavy prompt you are going to try creating first using the 4-element structure? Drop your concepts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.